Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we're here today at the Erie Island Coffee Company, and we're here with manager Annalie Glazen.
Hi,
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thanks for stopping in.
You are in the midst of getting ready to open up, so you're not quite open yet.
This is right.
But this is a new concept, really, in high-end coffee art, in a way. Wanted you to make some of your art here and show us what's different about the way Erie Island is going to do their coffee versus some of the other big coffee purveyors.
Well, we really approach coffee as an art rather than sort of a convenience or just something that you do in between meeting to meeting. We want people to sort of enjoy the experience and understand the history behind it, and that it goes back for centuries and centuries and has been revered by people all over the world and studied by people all over the world.
And you guys are doing what you call latte art, and we're going to zoom in on one of your creations here. You're doing really interesting latte designs, and you've got some cool machinery here with you.
We do. We have the La Marzocco Linea machine.
And this is different because it actually infuses the milk in a different way, right? Talk about this.
It does. It creates, well, the machine doesn't create the microfoam. It's the professional barista, the barista trained properly on an espresso machine. Microfoam is very tightly foamed bubbles. You're not going to come here and get a cappuccino like you would get at Starbucks with a big, hard foam cap. Our cappuccinos and our lattes are a harmonious balance of espresso, milk, and foam.
Right.
And so it's the same consistency all the way through the cup. You're not going to separate it. It's going to taste the same. The first sip is going to taste the same as the last sip.
Wow. And this is a higher end product, but your pricing is really going to be in line pretty much with, say, a Starbucks. Is that right? And that's where you came from? You were a manager at a Starbucks, is that right?
I have 6 years of management experience with Starbucks, and they were a great company to work for. But I'm happy to be starting this new venture. And
this venture is with your father, Alan Glazen.
Yes,
and
my
also
father-in-law.
Father-in-law, exactly. And Martin Reuben, who's also an advertising guy from way back. And Scott Stevenson, who's a ferry captain.
An interesting group of people, have all come together to sort of make this happen.
And you guys all got together at Kelly's Island, isn't that right?
That's right.
How did this all happen? There was an old coffee shop there. You decided to take that to the next level?
There was an old coffee shop. It wasn't doing well. It was in the red. The people who were running it actually didn't even really want to be making coffee. They were doing it because the people that were coming to the island wanted a good place to have coffee.
They needed something.
Exactly. So Alan and Martin, both being big coffee nerds, thought, let's make this a hobby. They opened it with no intention of actually turning it into a business that would expand to a huge entertainment district in downtown Cleveland.
Oh, that's awesome.
But we drew over 25,000 customers in just a matter of like 5 months because
to Kelly's Island.
Yeah, it's seasonal. So their peak months.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
So now you guys are opening up on 4th Street on February 19th. You're right here where the old East 4th Street neighborhood offices were.
That's right. It looks much different now.
Right across the street from Lola. What a great location. What are you guys looking forward to in terms of how you serve people? You're not only going to have coffee here, but you're going to also have some great new sandwich concepts.
We do. We're featuring our signature sandwich. It's called the Crush. And what it is a bagel panini flipped inside out, filled with fresh ingredients, some local. We really tried to get on board with local crop.
Nice.
And work their ingredients and sort of their products into our menu as much as we can.
So they work with the local farmers and deliver what's fresh and in season?
Correct, yes.
That's great.
And so we'll have breakfast and we'll serve lunch, and we're also going to do dessert. If people are looking to sort of change up the scenery and they've had a great dinner on the street, and maybe just want to explore the street a little bit more, we're a nice stop for something like that.
It is, and it's filling a nice niche too, because you've got some great restaurants and a wider range of restaurants, but you didn't have a little coffee shop to stop into, their quality coffee shop. Talk about the art. You're going to be working with Charles Herndon.
That's right.
World famous artist who's also has a studio on Kelly's Island.
Right. Our relationship started with him just in a friendly way on Kelly's Island. He was a customer, and
really?
He has a gallery up there, an outdoor and indoor gallery, and he also has a space in the Galleria. So we wanted to sort of incorporate where we came from, our core, our flagship store, which is Kelly's Island, into our new location on East Fork.
Nice.
So we'll be suspending one of his sculptures.
Is that right?
We'll be hanging some of his photos and paintings all over the place. So
that should be exciting.
good.
Can't wait for you to open and get a taste. Thanks so much for taking time, Annalie.
Thanks for coming in.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in cool Cleveland.